We turn to the Commonwealth, where health and wellness were on display. For the first time today in Tazewell, businesses and organizations from around the community came together under one roof. As our Clayton McChesney explained, the goal is to share information with the public about the steps that can be taken to maintain a healthy lifestyle.
This is the Health and Wellness Expo, organized by the Carilion Clinic. The Tazewell Fairgrounds is the backdrop here. There is some irony at work as this site is filled with vendors peddling delicious but less than healthy food choices when carnivals and fairs set up here. But on this day, there's a new event with a different purpose, promoting a healthy lifestyle.
The purpose of this is to mostly show people that with all the chronic diseases that we have here, there's other ways you can manage your health also in conjunction with your medicine.
The clinic is joined by more than 10 other organizations, businesses, and groups to promote the health of body and mind. Each booth offers different health advice, from early cancer detection to managing stress, and of course, making health-smart nutrition choices. In that vein, it's not just talk about eating healthier. There was a local restaurant on site to showcase a new healthy meal prep service.
Most want to eat healthy, they just don't have the time to prepare it. So this gives them a way to make healthier choices without having to spend tons of time in the kitchen.
But while there was a lot of information here for those pursuing better health, one nurse practitioner says the medical experts on hand can also benefit by sharing resources with each other and networking to help direct patients to the help they need.
It's all about making it better and easier for the patient. You know, we don't want to have to send our patients to Roanoke and Bristol and Beckley if we don't have to. So if we know that there's services closer, even if it's not with our organization, we can let our patients know because it's just better for the patient in general.
Mulkey says they hope to make the Health and Wellness Expo an annual event, saying that it's important to connect people with the resources needed for a healthier life.
If you can reach out to someone and just give them one piece of information that'll help them improve their life and maybe help them control some type of chronic disease they have, or maybe even get off the medicine they have, then you've done a good deed for the day. So if you reach one person, then you've done a good deed.
And as this event grows, they're helping for even more good deeds in the future of the Health and Wellness Expo. Here for you in Tazewell, I'm Clayton McChesney, WVVA News.
Thank you for that report, Clayton. And Mulkey says that you can go to Carilion Clinic's website to keep up to date on when the next Health and Wellness Expo is going to be held. King says that you can go to the Be Noodled Facebook page to find out more about their meal prep service.